Get ready for the biggest football news you need to know right now. Paul Scholes has dropped some serious predictions on Marcus Rashford's future and what's really going on at Manchester United this summer. We break down Scholes' take on the situation, including his strong opinion on Rashford's time at the club and what potential transfer scenarios are being discussed involving a shock swap deal with AC Milan and Rafael Leo. This is huge for the Red Devils, and you won't want to miss these insights.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we look at a career-defining moment for a Manchester United youngster. Amir Ibragimov has just been called up for international duty by the Russian senior team, and this call-up comes with some incredibly complicated circumstances. We explore the background of this 18-year-old, his standout performance in the academy, and why this selection by the Russian FA is creating such a stir, especially given the current situation with Russia and international football. We are diving into the internal drama at Old Trafford, as Lewis Hall adds serious fuel to the ongoing Manchester United transfer rumors. Hall has openly admitted he was unhappy with Eddie Howe's decision to leave him on the bench, and now he's weighing up his options. We examine how this frustration could open a golden opportunity for United to sign him, especially considering Newcastle United's position and the potential financial incentives involved. And finally, we look at the shifting landscape in the squad as Manchester United plots major moves. Reports suggest the club is seriously interested in AC Milan centre-back Strahinja Pavlovic, while simultaneously, Zirkzee is reportedly edging closer to an exit with a potential move to Everton. We break down why Pavlovic is a key target for the Champions League push and what the potential fallout could be for the team this summer. Stay locked in for all the latest updates. Noi dung kai tight? Paul Scholes has weighed in on the future of Marcus Rashford at Manchester United, suggesting the player's tenure at Old Trafford is over and that repairing the relationship will be challenging. Scholes believes Rashford's time at Manchester United has concluded, stating, "I think his time's done at Man United, The commentary comes amidst speculation surrounding Rashford's future, following his strong performances during his loan spell at Barcelona, where he has significantly exceeded expectations with 14 goals and 14 assists this season. Uncertainty remains over whether Barcelona will pursue a permanent transfer, with reports citing potential obstacles to a deal. Scholes indicated that he does not foresee Rashford returning to Manchester United, suggesting that the relationship between the player and the club has deteriorated, noting that Rashford reportedly lost some affection for the club during his time there. So I think for that relationship to be healed will be quite difficult, Scholes commented. Regarding potential alternatives for Manchester United, Scholes suggested Rashford might secure a move to Barcelona, possibly for a reduced fee, estimating a valuation of £25.26 million for a player of his caliber. Alternatively, Scholes pointed towards a potential swap deal involving Rafael Leo from AC Milan and Marcus Rashford. Former Manchester United legend Jopp Stam supported this idea, suggesting the exchange could be mutually beneficial. Stam argued that while Leo is a capable player, Manchester United must consider the broader picture, emphasizing the importance of a player's mentality and how a new signing fits into the club's long-term strategy, rather than focusing solely on immediate talent. The discussion highlights the complex dynamics of player transfers, club relationships, and the strategic considerations required when assessing future squad building at Manchester United. Manchester United prospect Amir Ibragimov has been selected for the Russian senior team, sparking debate regarding the decision. The 18-year-old winger, who was born and raised in the Russian Republic of Dagestan, has cemented his status as a promising talent within the club's academy, known for his skill and composed demeanor. Ibragimov impressed early on, notably refusing a spot kick in a U15 match against Spurs in 2022, demonstrating a level of class. He secured his first professional contract in April 2025 and has progressed through the youth ranks, earning English citizenship, and representing England at the U15 and U16 levels. The call-up has generated significant discussion because the Russian Football Federation is currently banned from participating in any FIFA or UEFA competitions due to the ongoing war in Ukraine. Journalist Nathan Salt described the selection as a complicated call-up. While Ibragimov's name appeared on the Russian FA's squad list for an upcoming friendly against Egypt, Manchester United has reportedly not yet been notified by the Russian FA. Salt suggested that the situation could become even more complex if the club is informed. Given the current international landscape, representing Russia, a nation banned from major tournaments, may not be the most appealing option for Ibragimov. Furthermore, the prospect of achieving international glory with the Russian side appears modest compared to established nations like England. While a call-up could offer a quicker route to senior international football, the competition for places at the senior level in England remains intense. It is important to note that once a player makes a senior debut, they cannot switch allegiance. Manchester United's pursuit of Newcastle United's left-back, Lewis Hall, is gaining momentum following recent comments from the player himself. As the club plans a significant midfield overhaul this summer, Ineos is actively seeking a long-term replacement for Luke Shaw at left-back. Hall has emerged as a potential target, especially given Newcastle United's disappointing Premier League campaign, which may necessitate the sale of key players. Tensions surfaced between Hall and manager Eddie Howe when the young defender was unexpectedly left on the bench during matches against Arsenal and Brighton. Speaking to the Shields Gazette, Hall openly expressed his dissatisfaction with the decision. "I think any player never wants to be on the bench," Hall stated. "I think it goes without saying I wasn't best pleased, but, like I said, everyone goes through their moments in football. It's just about how you deal with them. I was back in the team today, so I was happy." The situation is further complicated by the fact that Eddie Howe is reportedly staying at Newcastle next season despite failing to qualify for European competition. This presents a potential golden opportunity for United to secure Hall's transfer. However, securing the deal will be challenging, as Newcastle holds significant negotiating leverage. Hall is currently under contract at St James Park until 2029, having been signed from Chelsea for £35 million. Newcastle is likely keen to realize a profit on the young defender. Financial considerations also suggest a pathway for a transfer. According to Geordie Boot Boys, Hall's current weekly wage is approximately £41,000, meaning United could offer a substantial pay increase to attract the England international to Old Trafford. Furthermore, Hall's expressed frustration with Howe could motivate him to push for an internal move, thereby increasing pressure on Newcastle to agree to a transfer fee. Manchester United is aggressively pursuing a move for AC Milan star Strahinja Pavlovic, while internal discussions indicate one of their own players is nearing an exit. The 24-year-old centre-back has impressed in recent seasons, following his £15 million transfer to AC Milan from Red Bull Salzburg in 2024. Having registered 5 goals in his 32 Serie A appearances this season, Pavlovic is reportedly on Manchester United's radar ahead of the summer transfer window. With Champions League qualification secured, United's focus is shifting towards managerial appointments and squad reinforcement. Reports suggest the club plans at least 5 signings this summer, prioritizing a midfield rebuild while also eyeing a new centre-back. Gazzetta dello Sport has named Pavlovic as a potential Italian option for the squad. There is also reported interest from Chelsea, but Manchester United is currently positioned as the primary pursuer for the player. Furthermore, the club will likely look to offload several unwanted assets to balance the books, with Brian Zirkzee mentioned as a potential sale. Football Insider and former Premier League scout Mick Brown suggests Zirkzee is edging closer to a summer transfer, with a move to Everton being considered a real possibility. Brown noted that Zirkzee's work ethic makes him a strong candidate for Everton, suggesting a move could benefit all parties by providing Zirkzee with more playing time, a new striker for Everton, and funds for Manchester United.